you get your money?
No.
Well, I did. Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got. 50 cents on the dollar? Yes, cash.
Cash. 50 cents on the dollar. My thesis is Ben Bernanke is Mr. Potter. There's an emergency, and he's paying cash. He'll help bail you out. The old building and loan. So how low can your dollar go? Well, in the last 8 years, your dollar has lost 21.4%. It's now worth 79 cents. Not a dollar, 79 cents. Let me explain it this way. If you wanted to have retirement and all you had in the whole world was $10,000, you had $10,000 and you had it sitting in an 8-year period, you had it sitting in the bank. Because they're inflating our money, they have just taken this much away from you. Stolen. It's gone. You now have $8,000. Mr. Potter has taken $2,000 of your hard-earned money. And where did it go? To the bank. You need to understand, the stock market goes up with quantitative easing. Why? They're playing with your money by making it cheaper. They are playing with your money. They also want to do this not only to get rich themselves, but also to keep the market up. Because if people realize the stock market is at 5,000, the jig is up. They'll start to say, whoa, whoa, what are you guys doing over here? But that's a stupid sign for all of us that things are good. And if you freak out, then what do? Then you figure this one out. What do? You start buying gold. Yeah. I told you to be prepared. Oh, geez, how many years ago? Be prepared. Told you to buy gold. I was called nuts, a fearmonger, everything else. New York Times got in on that one. Oh, I was horrible. Look at the front page of the New York Times today. What's it say? Prices surge as investors rush to safety of gold. Now it's safety. George Soros earlier this year dramatically upped his investment in gold, despite calling it the ultimate bubble just weeks earlier. He says it's a bubble, and then he goes and buys it. And he's not buying paper. The University of Texas just bought $1 billion in physical gold. They want the tangible gold. Why? Because they fear a shortage. Because just like this, okay, this is only worth what we print on here. This is worthless. Paper is worthless. At the end of this game, this is all you have left is just worthless paper. If you read history, you know that. By the way, you might be interested. Do you know who the biggest holder of gold is in the world? Coming in at number 3 is the International Monetary Fund, basket of currencies. Number 2 is Germany. Number 1, the United States of America. But is that really true? I mean, I'm assuming it is, but who's holding it? You might think that it's at Fort Knox. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Ron Paul and Jason Chaffetz, among others, have demanded to see the gold at Fort Knox, but the congressmen, they're not showing the gold at Fort Knox. Government won't show it. I guess we're on the trust system. Do you trust the government? I'll tell you where a lot of gold is, the Federal Reserve. 22% of all of the world's gold holdings is in the basement in Lower Manhattan, 80 feet below street level and 50 feet below sea level. You're told not to buy gold. They have 22% of the gold. They keep making your dollar worth less and telling you not to do it. Not to, what is it the New York Times says? Rush to the safety of gold. Wants to help, willing to bail things out. Citizens lose because of help. The goal is to get control of the town, to make it Potterville. I would wonder what the Fed's goal is. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do, it's benevolent, I'm sure. It probably has a lot to do with the golden rule. You know, he who has the gold wins.
Coming soon, the first ever Glenn Beck Quiz Show. Think you could answer questions about the stuff Glenn's covered over the last 2 years?
I talk about the dangers of big government, collective salvation, the Tides Foundation.
If so, we'd like to put you to the test. Who does Glenn call the spooky dude?
Spooky dude.
Who does Glenn hate?
Hate this guy.
Who does Glenn love?
I love him.
Show off your Beck IQ and write in for tickets at BeckQuizShow@foxnews.com.
Do you understand?